Hello all, welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. We're now entered into the fall or autumn season here on High Ridge Farm, so we've got a lot of clearing up to do, as of course a lot of the crops have died, and those ones that have stuck around and come into season, such as the sunflowers and the corn, well, they're just going to keep going. But I'm going to replant them all with a bit more of a money spinner. I think I'm going to have a lot of pumpkins on the grow because I want cash monies, please. That would be really helpful. And I just want to get everything done as quickly as possible. So, I need to clear all this land and potentially, by the looks of things, place a few more sprinkler systems down and get everything ready and on the go. Of course, I need to have a look into town and see if there's anything that's new, like if there's a new quest off of the board ready to go into, and I'll also need to get some more seeds for flowers as well, so I can have some different honey. So that could be interesting. Of course, just clearing a bit of space isn't exactly a terrible idea at the moment, as I need to just sort out this large swath of land. Of course, there are other crops that I would like to grow because some of them are going to be useful for cooking. But for the time being, probably going to end up with a lot of pumpkins, as I think they are the most valuable of the fall crops. So it shouldn't be too difficult to organise. I'm probably going to try and go to Ginger Island as well this in the next couple of days. In game, obviously, not in real life, so that I can... Oh, that was stupid. I think I just scythed down a couple of hardwood trees. Yeah, no, I'm going to try and go over to Ginger Island so that I can start work on the farm a bit better. I think that's probably going to be a good plan, as the farm itself is a bit underdeveloped at the moment, but not impossible to deal with. Of course, I've got all this wheat that needs harvesting, which isn't too bad, and that's going to just get scythed down and replaced as soon as it gets harvested, because I don't need that much wheat right now. I've had a lot of hay growing over the summer period, so I feel like I've got a reasonable amount pretty much already now, which is good. Now, one of the things I have promised is that I'm going to start doing more of... I'm actually going to try doing a couple more of the silly attempts at me growing... me cooking. So that's going to happen with the next episode, not this one. I've currently done the filming of it. I just need to edit it because it's just importing the files over from my phone and getting that one ready. That one's quite an easy one because it's some more of the breakfast foods. But again, I've been looking into some of the other food things like the blackberry cobbler, which I feel obviously they're not like super in season at the moment here in the UK, but they are something I would very much like to do because I can certainly get frozen ones and try that. I've mentioned to a couple of friends that it'd be kind of nice to just do some baking, and if they'd enjoy me bringing baked goods, that'd be really cool. So we'll see on that one. One of the things I might even try doing is, rather than doing a singular large cobbler type thing, because it looks more like a blackberry tart in the image of the what's it called, of the food item in game. So I'm curious whether I would be better off trying to actually do something different. Maybe I'm wondering if I could do them as individual portion type things, so then I can give them to friends and colleagues at the bar. But we'll see. Yeah. So it's quite an easy one. It does say like a scone topped cobbler. So quite an easy one for us. But I think the American style cobbler is different to what a UK cobbler is. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research into that. and kind of see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be lovely and sweet and nice and such, so not the end of the world. Because why would you not want to have delicious sweet treats? Okay, we've got lots of eggs on the go, so that's going to be some more mayonnaise. That's easy enough, though. Right, so Quackstack's looking good and happy. Now, of course, I've debated selling a couple of the animals at the moment, because I would like to have more dinosaurs, so I might sell one of the eggs. Not the eggs, sorry, the ducks. Because I've got a lot of ducks. And, of course, we had, last night, a meteor strike, which has given me some iridium. I haven't seen one of those for a while, so that's kind of cool, and a little bit of extra iridium isn't exactly a bad thing. So we've got lots of truffles to quickly sort out at the moment. Not too difficult. So let's just teleport back up to the top. Now, I'm probably not going to need the speed grow side of things at the moment, as I'm going to hold on to that for something else. I'm not sure, because I would like to use the high speed stuff for stuff if I need anything done quickly. So let's have a quick look and see. But yes, what I'm going to need to get is, of course, all the seeds, as that's going to be the major thing right now. Once I get all the seeds, well, I can then start planting everything up. I think it's going to be fairy flowers. They fairy roses, I think, and that's going to be the selection of ones that are going to go near the what's it called? Near the hives. But otherwise, then I'm going to then have all of the other things planted ready. So I'm going to get a bunch of pumpkins, because they're going to be my money spinner at the moment. I'm going to have some bok choy. I'm going to get some yams. I'm going to get some eggplants. You know, the little things just to have for the sake of having. And then just constantly just do nothing but the pumpkins. Because the pumpkins are, as I said, the main money spinner. Now, what I would like to do is try and get some more coal so I can make preserve jars, so I can then make, like, pumpkin preserves. I can't remember whether it's more valuable to make pumpkin jams, or I think it's pickled pumpkin because it's a vegetable, or pumpkin juice. So that's going to be the thought on that one. I think the juice is ever so slightly more valuable, but I think obviously the preserve jars do process faster than juices, so it's going to be one of those. We'll have a think. Now, I know pumpkins are also used in 3 different recipes. They're used in pumpkin pie, pumpkin soup, and I think the Autumn's Bounty. So I do also need to cook those as well. Now, one of the things that I learned more recently is the fact that you can actually plant seeds down and still then fertilise them in the same day. You don't have to put the fertiliser down first. So I am going to not worry as much because, of course, I can do that now, which is good. Otherwise, it's going to be quite an easy sort of just processing all these lovely plants, get everything sorted, nice and easy. Of course, there are a few other things that I need to sort out. So, of course, I'd like to put some more tree fertilizer on the trees that I've got down here, and see if I can get them grown faster, because then that way I'll be able to have more of the oak resin, because that's what I've mostly planted, so that I can actually make more of the what are they called, kegs, to make all of the alcohol. And that's going to be the main thing that I need to get going with, because I've got lots and lots of pine tar, because it's not really as useful. I've got a fair old bit of maple syrup, but it's the oak resin that is the hindering factor, and considering I've only got 6 oak trees that have got tappers on, it's not as helpful, which is a shame. And yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out. Once it's done, that'll be great. And of course, using the tree fertilizer, it can grow pretty much almost overnight, which will be good, as I'll then be able to have more growing. And then, of course, as I said, more oak resin means more kegs, which then means more booze. And I'll also need to get more hardwood, which is going to be one of the other reasons I want to go to Ginger Island, because I can then plant more of the mahogany trees on Ginger Island and have them growing there, so I can then generate more hardwood to then create more of the aging kegs, which I don't think will be too difficult. Of course, we're just going to fertilise this area here. Yeah, so the aging kegs will be quite a nice, easy thing for me to sort out. Nothing too difficult, I don't think, which will be good. And once that's done, nice and easy. So, let's just quickly sort that one out. So, we'll plant some more crops here. Going to have some amaranth, because amaranth is quite an interesting one. Now, again, it's not something that I've actually ever had in real life. I don't really know what it looks like. So, we'll have a go and see what that actually do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a look and see, to see what it actually does. Because I think it'd be quite an interesting thing eventually. Because obviously I'm going to want to use ingredients that are in the recipes themselves for the cooking that I'd like to do for them. But I don't know how easy they're all going to be to get. I think that's kind of the tricksy bit is, like I've said about the fiddlehead ferns, they're going to be a little bit harder for me to obtain. I'll try, but we'll give it a go. Okay. So let's just put everything away for now. And what else? So put the wheat seeds away. And just sell a couple of things nice and quickly. So we're going to sell the cheese, sell some of the wheat, because I've got so much of it, it's not going to be the end of the world. And pop those away for now. Nothing too difficult. Of course, once I've sorted all of this out, I'll be then able to get some more money, and that's going to be the main aim of the fall season, is to make as much money as humanly possible. And I'm well aware that there's going to be some ways that I could make money better. I don't think any of the kegs will be ready yet this season. It'll be the winter, really, before they get ready. Not the end of the world, but that's just going to be something that I'm going to have to deal with. And, of course, dealing with the such that I need to grow, and, of course, sorting out Ginger Island. Not too difficult. And let's have a look. Is there anything else I need to do today? My energy's pretty low, so that's definitely a kind of interesting. Oh my goodness, look at all that wine. So, because I've got a large stock of the wine already aging and ready to be aged, I think what I might do is just sell the wine that I've currently got here, because that'll be fat stacks of cash, really. I may even need another shed full of these kegs. I think that'll probably be another useful thing for me to do, because then I can just keep producing alcohol. I think that's really what this is. High Ridge Farm is now a brewery. We make craft wine for your consumption, and it is delicious. I wonder if there is actually like bottles of starfruit wine. I've never seen it. I mean, I'd be curious. Plum wine, yes. And my father used to make plum wine. We had so many plums a few years ago in there. When I still lived with my parents, yeah, there was so much of the stuff. Righty, so I also need to get some coral ready for the that that particular pond there for the squid. Okay, so we're just going to put the cucumber row in here. That's easy enough. And off we go. Right. What else needs doing? Well, doesn't look like much else really, like planting-wise. Unless I clear some space. Because, of course, I've got where the furnaces are. It's a bit of a janky layout. I could probably put some more crops there. That might be a better thing to do. It's one of those having a think sort of things. Wouldn't hurt for me to do, I guess. But yeah. I'm not sure. Let's have a think. Well, let's remove them at least for now. Clear them out of the way. Because that's not going to be too difficult to organise. And then... let me see. Let's add some sprinklers in. Because sprinklers are useful. And I will plonk that there. Put that on there. And now I can hoe up this land without issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bonk. And then another strip there. And then another strip on top. And we can then plant some fertilizer on that. So 24 of that. So I don't need 25 because, of course, the 25th one is, of course, the sprinkler itself. Put some mixed seeds in. We might get something interesting. And off we go. Let's crank that in. Fantastic. So there's going to be lots of crop growth at the moment. Oh, I've run out of fertilizer there. Hang on. Is it not 25? Is that not 24? Did I fertilise something I shouldn't have done? Maybe. Yeah, because that's clearly 24, and I definitely had 24 in my inventory. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway. Right, so it's 1:20 AM. Probably should do that thing where we go to bed. Put some coffee on. I mean, imagine putting a cup of coffee on before you go to sleep. Genius. Anyway, so we've got a little bit of cash there, which is lovely. Now, let's go. Okay. So I've got a fair old bit of money. Obviously, I'm going to need more. That'd be good. I would very much like to be able to afford the obelisks here. And I would very much like to get the return scepter. So I'm going to see if I can save up the 2 million first. Because that's going to be one of those insanely useful things. I think, in the grand scheme of things. Right, so let's put the seeds away, and off we go. Now, hops. Yeah, of course I've got a fair old few hops, which is good. And, okay, thank you, Demetrius. You sent me a fish. A bream. Yay. A whole bream. Go me. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, what else have we got that needs sorting? Well, let's pop the furnaces away for now, because I'm not really using them at the moment anyway. So it's not really the end of the world on that sort of one. Okay, so we need to water all of this stuff. Again, not too difficult to do. And once that's all watered, we can pretty much get everything sorted, which is kind of good. Let's see. Quickly fill up the watering can as well at some point, because I'm going to run out if I don't. Put some more amaranth in for here, at least. Looks quite nice with the little purple sprouts. It's quite pretty. Of course, we've also got a large selection of hardwood to be harvested here. There'll be more obviously to come, and starfruit, which is going to be damn handy because that's my big money spinner at the moment. Starfruit wine is all the win. And as I mentioned previously, one of my friends and colleagues is brewing mead at the moment at our workplace, and I'm really looking forward to trying some of that because I had some from his last year's batch and it was really nice because mead, it's great. One of my friends in the Netherlands is so keen for it to hurry up and be done because they want a few bottles because they had some last year and they're very much oh yes. So I'm looking forward to them coming over and picking up a couple of bottles to take back home. So that's kind of cool. Righty, so we're going to move on through here. So we've got to scythe all this down. That's not too difficult. Plant some more amaranth just because it's here. There we go. So yeah, it looks like all that is ready to go. Now, of course, I do have a lot of corn being grown, which isn't a terrible thing. But I can replace it at a later date, if needs be. If I think that there's a lot of... If I think I have too much corn. But the thing is, though, it does keep producing, which is good. And that's kind of nice. I'd rather have something that just keeps producing monies for me and less effort involved. Okay, so some yams, that's good. Anything else? So we've got some cucumber roe, blah blah blah. And let's see. Oh, my inventory's full again. Drat. I need to sort that out. Okay. Let's quickly sort that one out. I'm going to have to quickly water these and also plonk some stuff in here. Excellent. Let's see. Put some starfruit away. So, you know, it's looking good. As I say, I'm going to need more, but that's going to take a little while. Okay, so let's water these up and see what we get. So the wheat isn't going to be too bad for me to deal with. I think that selection just outside of the house, so the shed, will probably be something else. I'm going to replace those no longer with wheat once I don't know. I mean, it's a debate, really, is because it's not going to make as much money, but it's useful for me for having more of the hay. I think I'll have a look and see how much my actual hay stocks are before I see. We'll see. Now, let me see. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff to organise here, so I'm going to have to put some more eggs in on that. Lovely. Let's see. Put that away, and put some more eggs into mayonnaise press. Lovely. And we'll just grab the wool and that last feather. Nothing too difficult there. Right, so the sturgeon are here now. So, well, the pond is ready for the sturgeon even. So that's good. And we will give this one a go. It's going to sell all of the stuff that I don't need right now, such as the mayonnaise and yada yada yada. And I don't need the duck feather, do I? What else do I need? Well, not need, more to the point. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, so we've got lots of stone. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything much I could really use for the stone. I think really I could make some of the staircases, because they'll probably be quite handy just to have. Especially if I do some more adventuring in the what is it called? Skull Caves. Yeah, the one in the desert. That one. Yes, because that'll be very helpful. Now, let's got some hot pepper jelly. We've got some cucumber roe. Lovely. Let's just sell those because I don't need them anymore. That's that. What next? Right. Let's ride. Off we go. So I'm going to head back into town, because that's very important, to organise the gubbins. Let's see. Oh, I've got another quest. An earth crystal for Sandy. Well, if I go to the desert, I'll try to remember to take one of those with me. Okay, what else do I need to purchase? I want some fairy seeds, because very handy. Okay. I mean, they're quite pretty anyway as well. Also, they are kind of useful in the grand scheme of things, because I can make the fairy dust with some diamonds and that, so that could work. That wouldn't be too difficult. Ooh, so we do have a quest available now. So let's see. Island ingredients. 100 taro root or killing bats. You know what? Let's try the taro root one. I think that could be an interesting. I don't know what the end result reward is for that. It's going to be a bit harder only because it's taro root and I don't have taro roots now. Okay. I wonder if I can... I'm going to have to go back to Ginger Island anyway. Yeah, I've got kind of no choice. I'm going to have to go to Ginger Island. I'm going to have to make as much, like, kill as much stuff to try and get the taro root, and then potentially, am I going to put them through the seed presses? I'll see if I can get some more, because that might be helpful. If I can get some out of seed presses, that'd be fucking grand. Right, well, let's plant some of these here for now, at least. That's good. Now, what else? Well, let's give it a go. I'm going to ship out the gold and silver ones, because they're actually a little bit more valuable, really. Of course, I'm trying to hope that I get more than one taro root out of the processing. So 2 is better than 1. But I'm going to need more. Quite a lot more, really. I think that's the issue. And I can't plant them here, because they will die. So, I'm going to have to go to Ginger Island. I might as well take the pineapple with me, plant a bunch of those, and if I lay out a bunch of sprinklers and such, so it's more so self-sufficient, so I don't really need to worry as much. I might take a seed processor with me as well, just to throw the taro tubers back into it, but I need to ship out 100 of them. So I might even need to put speed grow on them. I don't think that would be a bad idea, actually. Should probably have the speed grow on them, because they grow faster by water anyway, and I might be able to get them to grow even faster with the speed grow, and I know I can get a 25% increase of speed grow on those, so it could work. Yeah, let's give it a go. Give that a fucking go. So, I've grabbed a bunch of seeds as well, because I'm going to try and plant some other trees there, because that'd be handy. Let's see. So let's throw those away. Don't need them. anything else that I'll need? I think I should do it tomorrow, but if I prepare myself ready for it, like having a couple of chests and stuff like that, because it'll be handy to just distribute and store everything. That's kind of the big thing at the moment, is just to make sure everything is organised and ready. A lot of the stuff here can kind of keep itself going, but there are a few crops that aren't ready to water. But we'll see. We will actually see. Okay. So, island ingredients. Harvest and ship 100. So that's going to be the issue, is it's making sure that I harvest and ship, as opposed to just shipping. Because, of course, I've shipped out a number of them already. But I do need to increase otherwise. Right, so let's set everything up. Let's go check out the beach just in case that we have an option or 5 of trying to get some of the what is it called? The coral. Yeah, because the coral's going to be useful for the squid. Kind of need that. Very important, useful stuff. But what else do we need? Okay, conditions are indeed perfect. I would like to buy some more essences, particularly solar. But, again, very helpful, because I do need them. Because they'll allow me to make more of the iridium rings and stuff. Because that'll be very handy. And then I can combine them with other rings later on. Of course, I'm going to need more of the, what's it called? The star shards? Is that? I think that's what they are. To make it, but we'll see. Okay, so let's check and see. So we've got 1 bit of coral. Wow, powerful stuff. Would quite like to have more than that, thank you, that would be useful. Okay. Well, let's just quickly grab what we can out of these, because that'd be handy. And I don't think there's much use for any of them, other than cooking. But, you know, crab and such, it's alright. An oyster, okay. There's not really much else on that one, is there? I might just turn those into fertilizer, to be fair. Because I'm going to need more of them regardless, so that I can actually make... oh, what are they called? Things and stuff. So I can make more fertilizer to make sure I can grow some better quality crops, like the pineapples and such, on the island of the Ginger Island. So let's quickly grab some of this, put that there. So I'm going to need all the sprinklers. I might as well just take all of them with me. Anything else? Right, well, let's just sell stuff because I don't need them. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, well, that 1 bit of coral's going to get flung into the pond. I'll need another couple more, which is good, because that's a very important thing. There we go. And I've got another artifact, which I can then take to the museum, which is good. It's been a while since I found an artifact, so that's quite nice. So, let's see. There's the sturgeon, so I'm going to go fling that thing into the other... What's it called? Fish pond. Because that's, you know, quite important, quite helpful. Because that'll allow me to do things. There we go. Sploosh. And off we go. It's got a little bit more ready to go. So, I think that's going to pretty much wrap up most of what I can do with this particular video. So, we'll be heading off to Ginger Island tomorrow and start doing some industrial work there. So I will say thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully if you've enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe and share, because it definitely does help me. And yeah, hopefully I will catch you again on the next time that Walrus plays Stardew Valley.